Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Green Lantern issue number 50, Emerald Twilight, part 3. What is it with? Well, I shouldn't complain. I mean, this is a 90s comics, right? But the covers reveal a lot. Basically, most everything. This is now, I don't know, the third cover in a row, so I think, that, reveal what's going to happen. By the way, this is also a glow-in-the-dark cover. Which I really, really liked. It actually works because there's some kind of a texture around this green, everything here, this whole thing, not here, but the logo and all that stuff. Pretty cool. It's done by Ron Marz, Darryl Banks, Romeo, Tanghal, DC Comics, of course. So, yeah, let's dive in and see what happens. Well, you know what's going to happen. All right. So, in the last issue, we saw that Hal Jordan faces his mortal enemy, if that's what you can say. And it's none other than Sinestro. And Sinestro, he's been freed by the Guardians because he was trapped somehow in this in the central battery for, I don't know, punishment. I forgot about the story, so I have to check that out and all that stuff. Anyway, so Sinestro's boasting that the irony is delicious, that, that basically he is now the prodigal son returning, and that he is Oa's last hope against Hal Jordan, which is pretty cool. And so basically he is, in the later issues, when he became an agent of fear, the Yellow Lanterns and all that stuff, they really developed his character. I mean, it was already developed, but they push it in further way after these what you are seeing here. Anyway, so he's a maniac, and so he says, wait a minute, what does it say? I'm sorry, my eyes are shit. Oh yeah. Don't demean yourself by engaging in charades, Jordan. Nothing ever changed. You're still a hero, one of the good guys. Not right now. And he immediately attacks him, which, caught Sinestro off guard. Adds. And it says, my, aren't you a little grim little fellow? Truthfully, I expected more of you, Jordan. Coming here, I'm like this. Not very sporting, is it? So basically he says, hey, why don't we just try this one-on-one? So he's goading Jordan into doing that. But, Jordan says, hey, I don't give a damn. I could give a damn, Sinestro, I really could. But I don't want any doubt in your mind. I want you to know that I defeated you without any crutches. So all these rings that he gathered from his companions, his fellow lanterns, he's throwing it away. And then his original lantern, he says, let's go. By all means, let's. And the Guardians just watching, right? Resolution time, here we go. Yeah. Do you know what it was like inside the battery, Jordan? Reduced to less than a thought in that limbo. It's like having a maddening itch you can never scratch because there is nothing there. There is no you. That's what it was, Jordan. And it wasn't very pleasant. But, Hal doesn't care at all. He says, you deserve worse. The Guardians must be mad to have released you. What in God's name were they thinking? Well, who can say, really? Perhaps they thought I was the lesser of two evils. You? What kind of Jordan, I think. It is time I told you a story. Years ago, when the Guardians brought you to me, they said, Sinestro, you of all our Green Lanterns are greatest. So yeah, he still thinks he is the greatest lantern of all time because he has an ego. He says, we need you to make the corps stronger. We need you to share your skills, please. They said, please, take this recruit and hone him. Make him even half of what you are, and he will be truly magnificent. And I thought to myself, look at what they have given you, Sinestro. And for the sorry fool hasn't got what it takes, he'd never amount to anything. And you know what, Jordan? I was right. And he just blasted him. with it, but, Jordan ducks away. And he also boasts that it's all about will, and Sinestro has, the most of it all. He has more will than anyone. And Jordan says, well, maybe you did once, but not anymore. Nothing lasts forever, Sinestro. And he shoots him. Jordan, you have changed. All this rage. Almost a new man, aren't you? I, of course. Relatively the same. I'm glad to kill you, even if the Guardians weren't giving me freedom for putting a stop to you. You're not killing anybody ever again. And then they're using their will to blast each other, and then this is happening. I love the sound effect and the explosion. It's really cool. And then John is now, fed up with all, and he says, Sinestro taunts him, says, hey, come on, John, at least put up a decent fight before I kill you. No more tricks, no more rings, just you and me for the last time. Oh man, it's getting intense, right? So yeah, it's gonna be a punching fest. Jordan is just full of rage. He's beating him very bad. He says, no, Sinestro, it's not that easy. You're not going down yet. So he says, because we're not finished. We're finished, all right. Both of us finished. What are you talking about? I finally beat you. I won. Did you, John? Look at yourself and answer me. I should have done this a long time ago, damn you. You probably should have. And he breaks his neck. So yeah, John went very far because, well, he's now a murderer, right? And he says, damn you. And he walks away to the power battery, the central power battery. And then no one's left to stop me. Power is mine for the taking. Mine, so I can get everything right. And then he's being stopped by his friend, Kilowog. He's still alive. And he says, can't let you do it, Hal. Can't let you kill the corpse. Can't let you kill anybody else. He just didn't kill the corpse, he says. I took the rings because I needed their power. I left them enough to survive. For now, maybe. I know what you're thinking, Hal. You're looking to get in the central battery again so you can take all the power for yourself. But what then? What happens to the corps members out in space? And maybe in a scrap somewhere else? Well, he's actually right, but then, Hal Jordan is too far gone and he doesn't care anymore. He says, I need to set everything right, but, Kilowog's tried to stop him again. He says, it's not going to happen no matter how bad you want it. And the power ain't yours, not for this, so it's got to end. But, at some point, this is happening. Pull it together, Hal. You killed Sinestro, but you ain't evil. Not him. Not yet. You still can stop. No, I can. And he just kills Kilowog. He just blasts him. And there's only a corpse now. Well, a skeleton. A smoking skeleton. So Jordan realized what he has done. And he says, I crossed the line, Kilowog, and I can't go back. And I don't deserve this anymore. He throws his ring away. So he goes to the Guardians. And the Guardian says, well, hey, 2814, you do not. You have committed a heinous act, cause irreparable damage. You will be punished. He says, by you? You haven't taken a personal interest in anything for so long. You've forgotten how. I finally see what you are. Impotent champs. So he yells at them. And he says that they could have done anything and they didn't do it. And they all think about themselves and, and they turn their back on Hal, and he blames them for that. And he says, to temper what has been is the most grievous crime of all. Don't you know I think that? Do you think I know that? Haven't you realized I'm beyond caring? And he just throws him away. And he says, it's too late for you and me. There's no turning back. Now what's going to happen is going to happen. It has to. You can't stop it, and neither can I. So he stands still for a while, and he flies into the central power battery. And, well, the Guardian says, is that how it ends? Can we do nothing? And so they're basically admitting that they are too distant from what's happening in the real world, and then they only think about themselves. And so the other one says, yes, it's done. And Gantet says, am I the only one to find this unacceptable? Gantet is right. We must do which to us has become unthinkable, and we must act. Yeah, basically they didn't act before. There's only one course of action. And you, Gantet, are the one. Who, me? So, yeah. Well, I believe Jordan is absorbing the power in the central battery. The Guardians use their remaining power, or their power, to dump it into Gantet. The central power battery explodes, and then Hal Jordan, Green Lantern of Sector 2814, is no more. And in his stead, there is only one person left, and that is Parallax. So yeah, this is the introduction, or the birth of Parallax. I must say I love the design, by the way. Pretty cool. Nice pin-up. And yeah, that's what he has become now. And for a very long time, this is just, I can go on what's going to happen after that. But for now, we don't. So he just walks around and see all these dead corpses of the Guardians, and then he sees his own ring, flies to it, and he's, destroys it, steps on it. And then he flies towards the stars, and he's gone. Gantet survives, of course, and he vows to make this, right, that the universe needs a champion still. So he restores the Green Lantern ring, and then he's finding a new successor, even if it's gonna kill him. So then we're gonna go to Earth. So in the last issue, 49, we see this guy here sawing this a green light in the sky when he was with his girlfriend on the beach, and the light comes towards him, and of course it's Gantet. And Gantet says, you shall have to do. Right. I must need some air worse than I thought. The ring, take it. What am I supposed to do with it? What you must. What do you mean? What's supposed to happen? What must? So then he goes away, and he doesn't know what to do. And so then he, tried to take on the ring, and then a new Green Lantern is born, and his name is Kyle Rayner. So yeah, Kyle Rayner is in this OG Green Lantern uniform that he's going to change later. And yeah, fantastic stuff. I really like this comic and the storyline, because there was pretty controversial, I think, at that time. When Hal Jordan went completely nuts, killing everyone. It was, shocking, I guess. What's this? Okay, and so yeah, and I'm a Hal Jordan guy, right? So although Kyle Rayner was new, I was pretty intrigued who he is. So I, collected his comic, and I had a blast. I mean, I like Kyle Rayner, and but eventually everything goes back to quote unquote normal. Hal Jordan redeems himself, becoming Green Lantern again. And Parallax, the character Parallax here, is actually an entity that lived in the central power battery. Not lived, was trapped. I must say that correctly. And the entity Parallax was also responsible for the Green Lantern's weakness since the beginning. And the weakness was, they are weak against the color yellow, since the entity Parallax was also yellow, and Parallax was also responsible for creating the other group of lanterns where Sinestro was a part of, and then it created a lot of other spectrums, with red lanterns and indigo lanterns, blue lanterns, and all that stuff. So yeah, great stuff. You know what? I think I'm going to continue for a while with Kyle Rayner, 51, 52 and all that stuff, because he has some great adventures as well. And, I want to highlight that. Guys, Let me know what you think about this. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you, of course, next time. Bye-bye.